Good morning, you sons of bitches. I'm here at the food bank with Uncle Buck. We're second in line. We can never make first, eh?
Nope.
But the ride here has been fun. I feel a little bit foggy. I'm tired dealing with all these oh shit. Oh. Oh, we're back. We're back. There we go. There we go. I feel a little bit foggy. I got too much on my mind. I'm tired and I gotta go do a side gig later. And not in a sexual way. Not like that kid you were trying to help out yesterday that offered you the blowjob. But that's another story. We got a few things to talk about. I don't know what Uncle Buck wants to talk about. I told him a few things I'd like to talk about, but I'm going to leave it with Uncle Buck because he's the man of the hour. Uncle Buck, take it away. How are you doing today, my friend?
I do better when I'm with you because you're my little niece. And I'm ready. I got a few subjects I'd like to talk about. I don't want to get off this Carney guy because he's... I just want everybody to know, look, I'm not a radical. What I want is to save this country, and I want people to wake up. When you go to the gas station and when you go to the grocery store, this is all planned. They want to make you dependent on the government. You have to wake up. You have to go to work. We have to get rid of these people that are taking our money, coming to this country, getting $82,000 a year, and you can look it up, and you have to work, and the average person that's working, our average price is only $58,000. So they're driving around in, I watched a true documentary yesterday where the undocumented aliens that are in this country, Canada, not United States, in Canada, they're driving SUVs and getting paid and don't even have a job. And like I said in our last, you have some families that are living in these beautiful, beautiful homes, these 5-bedroom big homes that are up on near Yonge Street, and they have 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, but they have 10 families. On some of the streets, there were 16 people registered to vote, all on Liberal, in one house. Okay? And you know what? There was only 4 of them that were actually legal people. You know, and
4 out of 16.
4 out of 16. They were a nurse, her husband, who was a doctor, okay? But he has to be a nurse for 2 years because they have to be go through, like, as much as we need doctors, they have to make sure that they're qualified. So they go through a 2-year period, even if they're registered doctors in India. Anyway, but she's a nurse. He's a doctor. His brother's a chiropractor. That was it. Chiropractor, and his wife is a nurse. So those are the 4 people that are here legally. Now, what they did was they brought all 4 of them brought their parents over, okay, and they're all on welfare or old age, and they haven't contributed 1 penny to our economy.
No.
So no. I'm very upset about it.
Yeah, and the seniors helped build this country, and seniors are barely getting by, like the disabled and whatnot. Well, it's absolutely disgusting.
It is, and you know, like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if we don't wake up, the young people are the people that are going to suffer. It doesn't mean 2 shits to me. I'm 80 years old.
No.
I mean, I'm going to be here hopefully another 2, 3, 4 years, I hope.
Well, you know what? You're Uncle Buck, and you are...
Well, I'm stubborn, so maybe I'll be hanging around for a little bit.
You know, they got one hell of a match here with Uncle Buck.
But I still would like to debate that piece of crap because he could never answer to why he gives away. You know, you can go on Stats Canada if you don't believe me, and he gives away, okay, almost as much as our debt. Okay, now he's given Ukraine, and I wonder how Chrystia Freeland is handling our money over in Ukraine.
She's got so much of it. She's likely wiping her ass with our fucking bills, right?
Absolutely. And you know what? He gave more money over to the Congo for climate change. He just gave $3 million to some country I've never heard of in Africa for climate change. He also gave money in Africa for birth control, some new type of birth control, and he gave money in another African thing for condoms. I want to know how that betters our country, Canada. The man will not take questions.
No.
Okay, and people, he's in an unelected government. Yeah. You know what an unelected government is? It's socialism. So we're living in socialism right now because we don't have a say. What he can do whatever he wants because there's no opposition.
No,
there's no opposition.
And they were doing it before this even happened. And the worst party that gets overlooked is the Bloc Québécois. Yeah. It's all about Quebec. They need to go. The Bloc Québécois. They need to go.
Well, I know one thing. Alberta just signed a deal. And they're going to get 500,000 barrels a day shipped down to the States, and they are going to go, and they will be an independent country. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Because the only person that's smart enough to run this country is Smith out in Alberta.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. She should be the Prime Minister of Canada. She should be.
And it kind of goes to show that Trump's not that hard to negotiate with, right? Like,
well, Trump wants to be successful in the United States.
Yeah.
And she wants to be successful in Canada.
Yeah.
She wants to be a patriot, a Canadian patriot, but Carney won't let her, and neither would Trudeau.
No, and she's listening to her people, right?
It's like when right.
Quebec, they go to separate. Oh, shit, we don't want Quebec to separate. Well, no, we'd sooner see you bye-bye, Quebec. We want Alberta. Well, but Danielle Smith is listening to her people.
Danielle Smith is a true person that works for us. Connolly thinks that we work for him. He takes all our money.
Yeah.
He takes all our money. Trudeau took all our money.
Yeah.
Danielle Smith will answer any question.
She gets independent media.
She is on the platform every day. Mm-hmm. She's not afraid to take any question. No. And she's not a smart ass. She's a person that's a Canadian patriot. But right now she's more of an Alberta patriot because she's tired of taking it up the ass dry.
Yeah.
By Ottawa. You know that last election was already settled. The Liberals were already in before the votes were even counted in Alberta and BC. Why? Because the East voted. And why? Because we're flooded. And this is a true fact. Our biggest city in Canada is Toronto. 52%. And people, please look up what I say. I do not lie. 52%, you can go to Stats Canada, of the people in Toronto were not born in this country.
How much, sorry?
52%.
In the last election, weren't born in Canada.
Well, 52% in Toronto. In the Greater Toronto, they call it Greater Toronto area, right?
Yeah.
52% of the people in Greater Toronto area were not born in this country.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You look at the House of Commons, and since last election, half them aren't even born in Canada, and they're making decisions. The health minister, check her out. Whoa.
Just.
Whoa. Whoa, she was born in Haiti, and you'd think that when you watch her in there, she just looks doty, doesn't she? She doesn't like she knows fucking her ass from a hole in the ground.
Well, the problem is you're just appointed. You're not vetted for these jobs. I mean, Chrystia Freeland. I mean, and this guy Carney, he ruined the United Kingdom. You know, Carney does not live in Canada. I mean, he lives in the United States. His business is in the United States. Okay? Yeah. His investments are in the United States. Yet he doesn't want to deal with Trump. Trump is so smart, it's unbelievable. Anyways, and you know, our only hope, and I am a Canadian, I love Canada. My father fought for this country for 6 solid years, and had to suffer a little bit when he got home to do adjustments, you know, built a family, worked his tail off. He's probably turning over in his grave. He worked 6.5 days a week. That's when men were men. My mother didn't have to work because he worked 6.5 days a week. She cooked and made lunches every day for kids, and he came home and handed the money over. He was a proud man, and fought. You know, almost gave up his life in World War II. And he joined the day, on September 1st, 1939, my father joined the Army. He never got out until Victory Day. That's 6 solid years of being away from your family. Okay? You know what? He believed in freedom. We don't have freedom.
Nope. And you're right. He'd be rolling over in his grave.
He was the nicest man you ever met, but he was a little bit screwed up. It took him at least a few years to adjust to civilian life, because when you're over and bullets and bombs and 88 shells are going, and it doesn't matter whether you're a cook, a truck driver, or on the front lines. If you're in supply, you have to watch out for being shelled. And if you're in the front line, you got to watch out for bullets. So you're never relaxed. You're going to countries you have no idea. They can't speak the language. Yet you go there and people are shooting at you. You don't even know if they're on the right side, because in the war, Italy, you know, was on one side, then the other. So it was a tough time for all these Canadians. And by the way, most Canadians were lost in Dieppe. More than we were under a British rule. In other words, we went in first. We were the bravest. My father might have been a little bit prejudiced, but he said we were the second greatest army in the world. And the first was not United States or Russia. It was Germany. Germany was well prepared. That's why they took on the whole world. And you know, when it was Dieppe, most Canadians were lost, because United Kingdom, which is England, we were under their rule. And they sent us in first. We should see if he wants to get warm. You know? Anyway, I hope...
I just don't know if he wants to be on here.
Okay. I hope I don't bore you people, but please wake up to this Carney. You have no idea how evil, and I mean evil, that he is.
Oh.
I beg you to go to every single one of your friends and get 10 of them to get 10 more friends, and 10 of them to get 10 more friends, and beg for me to have a debate with him. All I am is a grade 8 dropout, okay, who happened to own several businesses, probably some you know.
I know a very successful man that only got grade 8 too, and he's smarter than all these educated fucks.
Well, street smarts is a lot better than somebody telling you what is what. I've learned this. When a teacher thinks they know everything, how many of them have ever owned businesses? They've only learned from books. You have to learn from experience.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, when you read a book, now, if you're smart, you can learn by other people's mistakes. of which, as you grow older, that's something that you can accumulate. The one thing is you should be proud. You should never, ever, ever let anybody think that they are better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a capacity, and everybody has a certain ability to them.
Mm-hmm.
And
sorry, I'm distracted by that cute little fur ball.
yeah.
The fuck kind of dog is that?
I don't know, but he thinks he owns the world. Look at him.
So cute.
Yeah.
Sorry, squirrel.
Well,
sorry.
do you want to
so cute.
Anyway,
I feel bad that Robert's out there. Should we? Hey, I'll just say. Can you put your window down for a sec, please? Excuse us, guys. We just got to talk to Robert for a second.
Oh.
Hey, Robert, we're just on the phone. We invite you in, but we're just on the phone.
You wanna?
But we wanted to say hi.
Are you cold?
No? I'm good. Oh, okay. I'm doing a Facebook Live, so you don't want to get on camera. You check me out on the Livid Lesbian on YouTube, okay?
Sure.
Okay, the Livid Lesbian YouTube, Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe, okay?
Okay.
We're doing a little talk. Okay, you just didn't want to look stuck up. You can hop in and listen. Get on that side, though.
No, that's
Okay.
It's fine out here.
Okay, well, make sure you tune in.
Okay.
Okay, I feel better now. Nothing worse than people thinking you're stuck up, eh? Okay, I wanna. I got a new follower. It's like Rob Ford when he went and delivered those subs, and he said, and Doug Ford said, Rob, you're the mayor of Toronto," because I heard this on call-in after Rob Ford died, and Rob Ford said. Rob Ford went out and delivered subs because this place didn't have a delivery driver, and he told Doug Ford, and Doug said, "You're the mayor of Toronto. Why are you doing deliveries?" And Rob Ford said, "Well, I got 4 voters and a $6 tip." Okay, so I want to go back to your dad. Only because we have talked about this before, and I had said yesterday in my live and on the way I wouldn't mind talking about what your dad experienced in the war, and a lot of people didn't talk about that. And you had said on a different, like, private conversation that you were 6 when your dad returned. So your dad didn't know you, and you didn't know your dad until you were 6.
Yeah.
That's crazy, guys. And I want to touch on my grandma grew up in Nova Scotia, and during World War II, grandma said that they would have to shut their curtains at night so that the enemies didn't see land or know where to bomb. So grandma said they had to shut their curtains so that you couldn't see light.
Well, there was a blackout, especially on the coast, because at that time, they didn't know how far the bombers could fly, or how far, or whether they would sacrifice planes on a one-way trip to, bomb New York or Halifax, for example, because of the shipbuilding. So they had to have blackouts, and if they had a blackout, then the planes couldn't tell where the coast was. It wasn't so much inside Canada, like as far as New Brunswick or
more inland.
Yeah, more inland, but in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia,
the whole East Coast.
Yeah, the East Coast. Maine and all them. They had to. I mean, London was totally blacked out. London, England, because. The bombing had to be worth it. I mean, they didn't want to actually kill people, though they did, to try and ruin morale. But basically, if you bombed a factory, it was a successful bombing. because if you can't produce weapons, then, you know, but that's all stuff that should be taught in school, and it's not.
No, it used to. I mean, in grade 10, I was in advanced history. I love history. I still like watching the History Channel. I like learning, right? And so I got the highest mark in advanced history. And we learned about Canadian government, too. That's where I learned about that. And when I worked in the section class, before I worked in the school board, I remember our group home kids, the civics class, which is now, this is important because they're not teaching it. So this was back in 2013, 14. The high school kids were learning civics online without a teacher. So they didn't get the meat and taters because nobody can learn online. You do better with a teacher. So conversation. And the work was so challenging that me and my shift partner, like, I was there for fucking behavior, okay? I'm not a fucking teacher. My specialty is dealing with your shit, right? And I had a hard time fucking helping them with their work.
Well,
and it was all online. So I think now, what are the kids learning about government? What are they learning about history? All they're teaching is sex in the sandbox and how to be a victim, or that the aggressor gets everything. The kids in school.
And you can be whatever gender you want.
You can be whatever gender. So the kids in school, right, lose their shit. Well, then they get to go out for recess because they got to burn their energy out, right? So all the other kids get to see that bad behavior gets you rewarded. It's so ass backwards.
Absolutely.
It's so, and then you go into society and the aggressors get everything. It doesn't matter. It's always the aggressor. Look at your friend that got attacked by these two men for wearing a fucking Trump shirt. The Trump people are so extreme. And I don't, you know, when I hear people talking about Trump and they're focused on Trump, you know what? That's what they want. They want that distraction. You
Absolutely.
need to know what's going on in Canada. If you know what's going on, it'll make sense. And is Trump, I don't know Trump. He could still be a bad guy. We don't know him, but he makes the most sense out of everybody, right? And the money laundering.
Donald Trump will go down as the greatest president.
I think so. I do.
Donald Trump is the smartest man that they've ever had as president.
You can see what you can do with AI. I'm showing you guys, right? And
what Donald Trump did, he tried to help Canada. Anybody that doesn't realize that we don't have an army, we do not have a dome that protects us.
We got rid of the snowbirds now.
Yeah, we don't have our own protection.
No.
We have a place south of our border that has protected us since the end of World War II. Mm-hmm. Their technology, and they've always been our greatest customer. And when Trudeau disrespected the United States, we're losing our best friends. It's absolutely crazy that we are even thinking of disrespecting the United States of America. The United States of America are the same as us. They want success. They want their children to have a good life. We're not Muslims. We're not people that walk around in dresses for fuck's sakes and try to change the culture. I'll give you an example. I was in a restaurant the other day. Two women walked in with full burqas on, little eye slits. I said to my friend, well, that's not assimilation. Why can't they dress like normal Canadians? Throw a pair of jeans on, a sweater, a shirt, comb your hair, you know. Well, they can't do that because they bring their fucking culture over here, right? And we got to bend over for them. We're fucking stupid, and it's got to come to an end. And when we go back to where we were talking about my dad took almost 4 or 5 years just to adjust to civilian life after the army.
How long, sorry?
Well, it took them at least 4 or 5 years. Because you have to
I'm
remember,
surprised.
you're under, if you go to jail, people tell you what to do, when to eat, and where to go, how to do it, what you can do and what you can't do.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same in the army.
You have to
Think
be
about it.
routined and, yeah.
So when you get out and you're on your own, you're lost.
I bet. And nobody talked about it, right? Like, nobody talked about it. Now, your dad sounds like he was a great guy and he provided well. And, you know, I mean, look at you. The proof's in the pudding. You are one heck of a man with a great sense of humor. But that's really important. Like, people don't even know. And when you've been in trauma, that sticks with you.
Sure does.
That sticks with you. And, yeah.
Well, you know, we lived, and even as young as you are, young lady, you got the benefit of what they sacrificed. They put their lives on the line so that we could speak free, like right now.
Yeah.
Right now, in this car, we are speaking free. You cannot do that in India, Pakistan, Yugoslavia, fucking about 500 countries in Africa, South America, okay, Cuba, Russia, China. You cannot speak your fucking mind. Please don't ever lose that privilege.
Yeah.
And we're losing it because Carney is doing exactly what he wants. He doesn't have to answer to you. You don't understand. We are the people. We are the ones that elect people to make the right decisions. And when they don't make the right decisions, you should oust them.
Yep.
And this man, okay, has taken it upon himself to say, I own Canada, because that's exactly what he's doing. He is giving Canada away, all our money. I'll give you an example. I know people that are working and they make $200,000 a year. They work dog bone hard for it, right? Carney takes 53%. Okay. What does he do with that money?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's give it to the undocumented immigrants, give them free health care. Go try and get a dentist or a doctor right now, or go to emergency. You know what emergency is now? It's a fucking joke.
Oh.
You got to wait 18 hours.
Yeah.
I have a blood thinner problem because I've had heart problems. So I cut myself one day. They wrapped up my hand. They couldn't see me for 16 fucking hours. Why? Because everybody is in there. They don't have doctors. And without a word of a lie, 25% of the people in there, I was going to say 50 because that would be more truthful, but 25% of the people in there were undocumented immigrants getting free health care. And where do they go? They go right to emergency.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know, like they just go there and they think a 10-hour wait is nothing because in their country, they wait 3 fucking days.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, just last week I had a doctor's appointment and I needed to get blood work done. And like I said, I've been a part of the healthcare system since I was a baby. And I've got my share of fucking blood work. Don't think I fucking haven't. And the whole waiting room was packed to the tits. And they were out in the hall, sitting on chairs and standing. And it looked to me, what you had said, looked like we had some new Canadians in there. And that's affecting us. It's not racist.
That's polite calling them new Canadians.
What's that?
That's polite calling them.
Well, and
they're
you know
fucking
what?
leeches.
They're not even new Canadians. We got criminals came in and fucking terrorist guys. Like, hello. You know, and as for our rights, I have the police and everybody in Peterborough trying to shut me up. Like Uncle Buck said, we need to use our fucking mouth and then some. Can you imagine? Yeah, oh yeah, let's talk about that. Oh yeah, well, that's a good segue. But yeah, we got to talk about your proposition yesterday.
No,
but
embarrassing.
Wouldn't your dad be rolling over in his grave knowing that police officers aren't protecting?
Well, they're not.
No, they're not, and that's
They're
for you.
protecting Carney.
Protecting Kearney and all the other corrupt fucks in Peterborough, right? It's all going to catch up to you. But it's time to stand up. It's time to stand up hard. Now, talk about standing up hard. What did Aunt Candy say? You should have been flattered? Okay, that's a good segue. Hey, that was funny, Aunt Candy. That's a good woman you got, right? She is. You two are so cute. Hi, Aunt Candy. Okay, let's talk about...
I went to help a girl out that was homeless, and she offered me a service that I wasn't interested in.
And this was in Peterborough the other day?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it was right beside a liquor store. So... But I felt so bad because she was a young girl, and
I was going to say something about the liquor store.
Yeah.
You look at, yeah. Okay, sorry, I couldn't. Sorry.
But anyway, that was funny. Onward and upward. I'm without words right now because please, folks. Do whatever you can. I told you. Here's what I would like most out of this podcast.
Oh, my son.
I would love for you to please say, I want Uncle Buck to debate. And I'm a nobody. And Carney, you can check out. Go ahead, find out who I am. You know, I guarantee you wouldn't, if I got you on a stage, and I questioned you on the fucking things that you have done to this country, you wouldn't even step on the stage. Because you know what you are. You know what you are. You're a thief, a bandit, and a fucking communist. Mm-hmm. You know you are. When I talk about being a thief, Carney, you've taken so much money from the United Kingdom. You got Brookfield rich. But boy, oh boy, if I was ever in there, I would work out a deal. You'd know how powerful Trump was. Because I'd work a deal with Trump to take your fucking country and give us all the money back that you gave to Ukraine, the Congo, and every other fucking country. And yet we got homeless people in our country.
And we're sitting at the fucking food bank.
And let me inform you of something, Carney. Okay, we have more natural gas. Second most in the world. We have the most oil sands in the world in Alberta. We have the most mining. We have the most wheat. We have Saskatchewan could feed the entire world just in farmland.
Yeah.
Okay? We have the most wood. We have the most fresh water. Carney, we should be number one in the world. Okay? I know countries that only have one product. And that's oil. And that's in the Middle East. And they're richer than hell. And you have so much in this country. And you and Trudeau couldn't run an all-night washroom. You couldn't supply it with toilet paper. You're fucking thieving, no good. Fucking, you think that we are privileged to have you two?
Yeah.
You fucking stop people from eating? You froze bank accounts, Trudeau. You know what? You're a treasonous motherfucker, and so is fucking Carney. Carney, you're the biggest. I wish, that you could be charged. The RCMP is as crooked as hell. You know why? Because you won't fucking go after him. How does he make all his money? Where's the IRA and the IRS? Where are they? Where's Internal Revenue in Canada? And where is the IRS in the States? Okay, how's Carney got all this fucking money?
Yeah.
Okay? And another thing, why are you flying? I am anything but this guy flies fucking different flags in a Canadian Prime Minister's office. Fly one flag, motherfucker, the Canadian flag.
You got it.
You know?
When I become mayor of Peterborough,
Mm-hmm.
we're taking
I'm
down
becoming
Rainbow.
a lesbian then.
You become a lesbian?
Then.
I know, I've switched people. I just have. Even though I've switched people that didn't like country music, they like country music now. I have that effect on people.
I like women.
I do
I
too.
can't help it. I think I'm a lesbian.
You're a lesbian? It's like Mr. Freedom. He said that he identified as a lesbian, and I said he's the best damn lesbian. You're best damn lesbian too.
I told you that joke, right?
Oh yeah, I got jokes to tell you. You didn't watch last night my jokes I had for you? Okay, I gotta use my hands, okay?
Okay.
So, well, we ended on a positive. Well, it's always
Okay.
positive with you, but we get into our jokes, right? It's joke time, okay? So I got a couple for you that I just remembered, okay? So, one was from a pharmacist that I knew. Well, actually, all the jokes, and he was very funny. Holy fuck, you wouldn't know. He was so prim and proper. And, oh shit, he had the raunchiest I just love the guy. He was very well liked. Anyways, who's the only Smurf that recycles?
The only Smurf there was that? The blue Smurf.
Yeah, but which one?
The blue one.
They're all blue.
Oh, are they?
Smurfette. She's the only one with a blue box. She's the only girl. She's like that homeless person you saw yesterday. Offered you $5 and said, "Do you have a 20?"
Yeah.
Oh, she had some tricks though. You said no, thank you.
No.
Ooh, wouldn't want to touch that.
Scared the shit out of me.
Just try to help, right? Just try to help. Okay. Like Aunt Candy said, you know, I should be flattered. So, okay, my other joke was, okay. Charlie Brown, I have to use my hands for this. So Charlie Brown goes to school. He comes across Lucy and she says, "Hi, Charlie Brown." And he's like, "What the fuck is that about?" So the next day he goes to school, comes across Lucy, and she's like, "Hi, Charlie Brown." And he's like, "What the fuck? She keeps saying that." Next day he goes to school. "Hi, Charlie Brown." He finally says, "Lucy, why do you keep saying, 'Hi, Charlie Brown'?" And she's like, "I saw you take a piss behind the barn." And he said, "Well, that's not nice, Lucy. I don't go, 'Hi, Lucy.'" And then the other one, Jared, my Newfoundland follower, we were talking last night. And I said, "Oh, I got a Newfie joke. I forgot. Fuck, I forgot. So how does a Newfie scratch his elbow?" You scratch the surface and put your elbow down. Okay, that's all I got. And then of your joke too, 5 pounds of 5 pounds of fat. Okay, what joke do you have, Uncle Buck? What are you going to tell the food bank lady? She loves your jokes.
Oh, the food bank lady, I got a. Well, I know, but I got to keep those clean.
Yeah, you got to keep those clean. The one you told me last night. You can't tell that one.
Oh no. Well, let's see. What do you want? No, I can't tell.
Do you got gay jokes? I love me a gay joke.
The gay one?
Yeah, tell me though when we end, or I want to know what you're going to tell the food bank lady.
The bank lady, I'm going to give her a grandpa joke.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to say, what's the difference? Why are a tick and the Eiffel Tower the same?
Why?
They're both parasites.
You told me that the other day. I just can't. There's so many.
And I told you what the fish said when he ran into a wall.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta remember that one.
Okay, these two. This guy walks into a bar, and I think I told you this one, but he walks into a bar, and there's a really good-looking girl at the end of the bar, and he says to the bartender, "Send her down a drink, will you?" And he goes, "Oh, don't waste your time. She's a lesbian." And the newfie goes, "Oh, I don't care," you know. So, he sends her down a drink, and she acknowledges, says, "Thank you very much." He goes down, says, "Mind if I join you?" And she says, "Well, no, you can. I like company, but did the bartender tell you I was a lesbian? And he goes, yes, she did. He goes, okay. So they get together and drink about 5-6 drinks together, get a little drunk, have a couple of dances. Come the end of the night, Newfie says, oh, you want to come back to my place, have a little fun? She said, look, the bartender told you I was a lesbian. I told you I was a lesbian. What part of that don't you understand? And the Newfie goes, well, Lord Jesus, she says, I don't know what a lesbian is. She said, oh, well, I'll explain it to you. She says, do you see that beautiful girl there? And the Newfie goes, yeah. And he goes, well, she goes, well, I'd like to go kiss her, fondle her, suck on her nipples, and go down on her. And the Newfie goes, Lord, thunder and Jesus, I think I'm a lesbian too.
Oh, I've heard that one before. I was so glad you were telling that one. I was so happy. That was good, eh, guys? Any more gay jokes or anything? That was good. I like that one.
Yeah, I told you about the gay midget.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, tell me again. Tell the followers. I don't think you've told the followers.
The gay midget, he came out of the closet, or out of the cupboard.
Okay. Oh, man, that was good.
Then the midget.
That was good. What are they looking for?
The wife comes home and tells the husband, I'm really fucking mad.
Sorry, start over. I was distracted by what was going on in here. I thought they lost something. Okay, tell me your joke again. Sorry.
Okay, I'm trying to think of it. Oh, Jesus, I know so fucking many.
Yeah, I know you do. You need to write a book. Uncle Buck's 101 jokes. Oh, right. Aunt Candy got Uncle Buck a notepad.
Well, she's used to it.
Yeah, he needs to write down.
Okay, I know that one. Okay, I gotta have a couple of fast ones.
Couple fast ones.
Yeah.
Well, you gonna give me some fastballs here?
Yeah.
Get some sliders and some fastballs and curveballs.
Curveballs. You're a ball player, right?
I am.
I know you are.
I can honestly, when I was a kid, did I ever tell you about the time? Oh, now I want to tell you about my baseball days.
Okay.
Okay, so my last home run was probably in 2019. I was working at a school, grade 8s versus teachers.
Yeah.
I got up to bat and I hit a fucking home run. Not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. Ball went to almost fucking Hunters. And
Beautiful.
yeah. So I got a home run. That was about, I don't know. What was that, 9 years ago? 8 years ago. So I was very proud of that. But prior to that, I went, when I was a kid, we had a tournament with all the local schools. And our school didn't have a gym, but we never hosted any of these tournaments, but we always attended. And we did baseball in the spring and soccer in the fall. And I was the only girl that made grade 4, 5, 6 competitive team. No offense to the other girls, they were on the recreational team. Because at recess, I always went, I think I've told this story before, but it's been a long time, but I always saved my recesses to play with the boys. All my girlfriends wanted me to go to the woods and play house. I should have did that more. But I would save my long
No, you shouldn't have done that more.
Yes.
You wouldn't be who you are.
So I always saved, I loved going out, playing whatever the seasonal sport was. And I would save my little recesses, like the last recess, and go play house in the woods. So I was always a dad. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, I was the only girl that made grade 4, 5, 6 competitive team. So I played soccer and baseball. We were a little school, but we were a force to be fucking reckoned with. We were, but you know what? What made me, I think, the person that I am was that little school, right? You got all these big schools that you have no sense of community there, right? So, anyways, and we had no gym. I go up to bat the one year I was grade 5. And I go up to bat. There was a baseball diamond on one side of the road, and on the school side, other baseball diamonds. I go up to bat. I'm the only girl on the team, right? So I go up to bat. Everyone's like, move in, heavy hitter, right? Because I was a girl. Well, that fucking lit a fire under me even more, right?
Popped it over their heads.
Even more, bitches. So I put an extra step into that fucking swing, because it doesn't matter how strong you are. It's really about your step in and follow through.
You got to keep your elbow up.
Yep, your elbow up and your step in, right? That's what drives the ball. So I'll show you bastards. I hit the ball over the outfielder's head, hit the fence.
Good.
I got to third. I probably should have got home, but I was a chunky kid. I think it was because of my Crohn's. And anyways, I got to third, and the next game, a word got around, and I get up to bat. The next team goes, move back, move back, bitches, move back. Right, Uncle Buck?
Yeah.
That was reliving my
I'm
glory
a midget,
days.
but look, feel that.
Oh wow!
With
Hurt
the
someone. I know you had the guns out the other day, getting sun's out,
Well,
guns out.
I was always, bang, bang,
Yeah.
fighting and stuff, right? But same with me. See, like I love baseball because I'm short, so I had the best on base percentage in the whole league, and I played hardball like baseball, not underhand, but overhand. So I would walk a lot because my knees were already on the ground.
Yeah.
Only 3 inches. Well, it's good when you're got short legs because your pecker looks bigger, right?
It's the illusion, right?
I can honestly say it hangs down to my knees because my legs are only fucking 5 inches long.
Hey, you're not lying, right?
No, but anyway, I used to, when I played, I'd crouch on top of that, right? And then they would see a small guy, but I was built like a tank. So I would be able to,
Yeah.
I was on base an awful lot. I could run like the deer.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly because I was a little monster
Yeah.
and robbed everything I could see,
Yeah.
But
I can run quick, too, and I think when I got to third, I think I really hauled ass. I did pretty good getting to third. I think I'm just wanted, and like looking back, why didn't your ass get to home, right?
Well,
Damn.
you know what? It's, like the competitive spirit that you have in you is, see, you can't instill heart.
No.
Okay?
You either have it or you don't.
Yes. You got, whether it's hockey, baseball, football, you see some smaller people, then they go, holy fuck, is he? Because his heart's bigger than, a guy that's already big and good, right? Well, they don't think so much. But you get a little guy or a female that's competing with men. I'll give you an example. The fastest skater in the NHL was the kid from Edmonton, McDavid. Well, the fastest girl in the women's professional, the PW, was less than a second behind him in skating.
Wow.
And that was on the, like when they have the, what do you call it, in the...
All-Stars?
Yeah. Did you see it?
No, I missed.
She was fucking fast.
Yeah?
Man. Oh. I mean, those guys were like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right? And we're talking about, she was second to the fastest skater, which means she beat the other guys that were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying she's a great hockey player or anything, but when it comes to the equality and different things and the, see, if you put your mind to anything and you've got it here in your heart, you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
And we as a Canadians, we can We have more heart. We were the first in Dieppe. We were the first people to free on D-Day. When we hit the beach on D-Day, June 6th, 1944, was my father's birthday. And I'm going to tell you something. He was on a beach where the life expectancy was 45 seconds. And so he did all that so that we could speak our mind and we could vote in people that would look after our country. People, wake up, please. It's breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. See, I talk to the Livid lesbian. I love her to death. She just wants so much for our country and for our people and for everybody to understand that there's right and wrong, and she's fighting the wrong all the time. And it takes more than one person. When she's talking, if you listen and you could even spread it to other people, because the propaganda, during World War II, there was a person called Goebbels, who was a German propaganda minister. That's what he was called, a propaganda minister. They owned every radio station and every newspaper. They didn't have internet in those days. All they had was newspapers and radio. There was no TV. So they brainwashed the people into thinking that Poland, who had a fucking cavalry, didn't even have any tanks, except for World War I, attacked Germany, and that's what started the war. Hitler said they attacked him. Why the fuck would they attack?
Yeah.
So it started, right? First they took over the Sudetenland, and then, they wanted Czechoslovakia, and they kept on going, and then they had to be stopped. Now, Churchill, well, it wasn't Churchill, it was Chamberlain, and then Churchill took over. But this is all history that, that's fact, right?
Yeah.
So now we're fighting. And when I look at all the CBC and everybody in Canada, we give $1.2 billion to the Canadian broadcasting system, right?
For them to mindfuck you.
For them, yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly.
And then that's what the teachers are teaching your kids at school. Like, they're horny about it. I remember one time.
But a girl like you, okay, who speaks well, and a girl like you who cares, a girl like you who's not afraid to say and do what's right, okay, deserves a following. But what we need to do, especially, somebody as passionate as yourself over certain things, we need to find a platform that whether you're mayor, whether you're, we have to get some money behind. We have to get the lesbian community to start it, but not trans. Stop with the nonsense. You're not part of trans. You are proud lesbian girls, okay? You are people that don't understand it, obviously don't know. If you fall in love, you fall in love. Doesn't matter who's who. But there is only two genders.
Yeah, that's it.
And if you start this LGBTQRST,
Elemental P.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. There's two genders, okay?
Two.
And you can be gay, and you can be lesbian, and you can be straight, okay? But the one thing is, you all have rights. You've got the right to be a lesbian, you've got the right to be gay, and you've got the right to be straight, okay? So fight for those rights.
Mm-hmm.
And don't let them take away from you, because they use the bullshit like, oh, we're putting this down and that down. And, look, a guy puts a dress on, he ain't a fucking girl.
No. Like I said, if your vagina don't dilate, you ain't a fucking woman.
It's,
right?
I don't know. I don't have one.
Right? If you can't conceive a kid, and if you might have a vagina, but if it don't dilate, bitch, you ain't a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, but the thing is, like the community thinks that in order for you to get respect, you have to include the trans. It's not true.
No.
In order to get respect, what you have to do is be honest. And what you have to do is say, hey, we have to protect our lesbian community, our gay community. That's what we have to protect.
Yeah.
Not the fantasy or the bullshit.
No.
Now, if they want to put on a show for cross-dressing and it's entertainment and they can do this and that, if somebody wants to pay to watch that, that's fine. But don't throw this bullshit at anybody.
No.
That a man is a female and a female is a man.
Yeah.
It's not true.
No, and I've been showing videos how they have trans with the kids, and the kids are scared by it.
Oh.
Of course they are. Like, nobody talks about the kids, right? It's so extreme. It's just...
It's
And
crazy.
you're right, though. We need to just focus on our gay rights.
Well, that's the whole thing.
And our women's rights.
You're going to lose rights.
Yeah.
By not by the straight people, but by the trans people.
Yeah.
How many times, like, okay, you say, for example, when me and you met, okay? Okay, you came out. Hi, okay, we became friends. I tell you, well, my niece is gay, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Uncle Buck's niece is gay.
So, like, do I love her any less? No.
I mean, I'm his niece.
Yes.
But
my other niece.
Your other niece.
But, but the thing is, what gay people have to do is when somebody doesn't understand the gay life, instead of hiding it or instead of ignoring that, I don't know exactly how to put it, but there's feelings no matter what. Everybody's human. Okay? So when you have a woman that falls in love with a woman and you don't understand it, well, you're not expected to understand it. Okay? So, but accepting it is fine. Because, we don't know. I was told, I had a friend, and he said, I understand why you don't understand gay people, Dennis. It's because you're not gay. He goes, but do you really think that being gay is a choice? He goes, it's not, Dennis. Mm. It's a feeling. And he made me understand. Mm-hmm. Well, why isn't this expressed more? Because, like, people are human.
Yeah. And
everybody should be treated with equal respect. I owned a bar, and I had gay people working for me.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely no different than anybody else.
No. And your friend wanted you to start a gay bar, right?
Yes, she did. Yeah. Well, I was a boxer, and there was people that picked on them in those days.
Yeah.
There's my thing. I'm not telling her the joke.
No, the milk lady's here. Yeah. This is the one that gets the jokes.
Yeah.
There's enough people to help, do you think?
Yeah. For sure.
I'll get out there and there won't be any. She's got nice cords on, eh? I like her pants. I like those. Those are nice pants.
Well, she's warm.
Wow, they got a lot of milk today. Holy shit. Maybe I should get out. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe get one.
Okay, guys, I got to wrap it up. I got to go help bring in milk. Anyways, Uncle Buck, thank you for joining us, okay? And I got to go help, okay? They're going to be done if I don't get off, okay? It was a pleasure doing business with you, okay? We'll talk to you later. Let's hope for some rich people ice cream.